Hey guys, Silver Manga here, and this will be my first video officially posted on YouTube. I don't know if I'll ever post any more videos in the future, but we'll see. And I'm sorry if in the video I sound quite tired or just not in the mood in a way. It's because I videotaped this at like literally 5 a.m. without any sleep, so yeah.
So
Enjoy!
right here I have the first 29 volumes and it's complete of Shano Yoshitsune Genpei War. And this is only available in my country, I think, because I've never heard anyone owning this manga or even hearing anything about it before, except for people in my country, which is quite odd. But it's really good manga. It's about like Japanese war in the old times. Basically, there's two nations, Genji and Heike, and they're trying to, of course, defeat each other. And there's a lot of strategy going on here. And obviously, I like strategy stuff or psychology things in a way, basically like Death Note and stuff. So I really enjoy it, and I think I'm reading in volume 20 or 21. I forgot, but like in either of them. So I haven't read until the end, but so far it's going great. Like the arc in the first part is actually quite long. Like it's a really slow paced beginning, and I was quite bored, and I didn't know if I want to continue picking it up. But I decided to give it a try, and it's actually quite good. So this is the first volume of the manga, and the art isn't that great. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the best. It progresses throughout time, which is quite good. But basically, yeah. So it's like samurai stuff. Obviously, there's swords everywhere, and like just people fighting, basically screaming. Like this guy right here, the main character, which is Yoshitsune. So the next volume is Kaguya-sama Love is War, Volume One, and I know worldwide it's already until Volume 16 or some sort of like that, but in my country it's only until Volume One. And I don't know if I want to pick up the rest because I mean I like the series, but it's not something I'd invest my money in because I'm on a budget. Obviously, I might not invest in it. Like maybe only volume one, but that's it because I already know how it goes. I watched the anime, and the manga art style isn't really my type of cup of tea, so I might not invest in it. But anyways, in here I have volumes. I don't know if you can see that. Volumes 1 until 7 of Death Note. And this is obviously one of my favorite series because again, I love things that include psychology or basically like kind of logic type of game, and like strategy ish. So I definitely love Death Note. So, anyways, in here I have. It's not really a manga, like it's kind of like an art book or like yeah, basically an art book of Ruby, one of my favorite shows, and this anime is very underrated. But I mean, I don't blame it. It's 3D. I'm sure people who watch anime like when they hear what 3D anime like that's kind of weird. So I get it, but it's one of my favorites, and I don't think I have to show it because I mean it's just an art book like featuring the characters from the show and like their equipment, their clothes, everything. So just basic. And right here on top of this pile, I have three Korean mangas of My Hero Academia. Alright, so for this shelf, I'm sorry if it's kind of shaky or just not to your liking. It's because I can't use my tripod here. It's literally my desk. So I can't put my tripod here, and I'm sorry if it's dark too, because there's just no lighting in the shelf because it's the very bottom shelf. But basically, let's start from here. I have the first 12 volumes of Black Clover, and it's Indonesian, obviously, because it's cheaper that way. And I could really save some cost if I buy it Indonesian manga, which I don't really enjoy because the quality isn't as good as the English one, but I mean, as long as I can read manga. But yeah, I heard the volume 13 is coming out soon. I might pick it up. I might not also, because in volume 12 it ended quite well, as in, like, they're not fighting, it's quite a filler ending. So it's not something that, like, is a cliffhanger or I'll get bothered by it. I'm afraid that if I pick up volume 13 and the ending is like a fighting scene, I'll get bothered and I'll keep picking it up until like volume 20 or something. Because I know Black Clover has a lot of volumes until, I don't know, 23, 24. Basically, it's just a lot, like almost like My Hero Academia, basically. And I don't know if I want to invest all my money in this anime. It's good. The manga is really good. I love the art, but it's not something that I really want to put all my money into it because I want to try testing out a lot of different series, not just into one. But yeah, so in here I have My Hero Academia, volumes 1. Oops, the camera's not focusing. Okay, volumes 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's in Indonesian, obviously, because the cover is different than the English cover. I mean, the spine, sorry. So yeah, this is actually the first manga I got, like, out of all the mangas, and this is the reason why I started collecting. I actually don't like reading books, as in like novels. So I thought like if I read manga, I wouldn't like it. Like why would I invest in it, you know? But I ended up really liking it, so that's when I picked up volume two. Next volume, Demon Slayer volume one. I love this series so much. Like I just really love it. But the thing is, like, volume two is coming out in September 12th, I think. So we're really behind. Indonesia's really behind. Legit this released like on April, so volume two released on September. So it takes that long for a volume to release. But I mean, what can we do about it, you know? And I don't need to explain about it. I think everyone knows Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Black Clover. So moving on. This one is Goku Shifudo, or basically, um, the way of house husband. Yep, the way of house husband. So basically, it's a very light-hearted, funny series, and it's just something that if you wanna like read a manga real quick, just like for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, this is a manga for you. And the art style is quite good. I mean, it's simple, just like the story. The sad thing is, it's kind of like a was it a small part story. So basically, like there's no solid arc. As in, like let's say My Hero Academia, there's like stay in arc. There's all for one arc. There's overall arc, you know. So there's like a solid arc, but like in this one there isn't. So it's like short stories for every chapter, which I don't mind. But I mean, if there's like a solid arc, I think that would work way better, especially with the comedy. Like we could keep, you know, just like getting build up on the same story, like the emotions of the reader and stuff like that. But it's still a good manga nevertheless, and I think I'm picking up volume. But anyways, next up we have Record of Ragnarok Volume 1, and Volume 2 is out since last month, but I'm planning to pick it up in the same time when I pick up Demon Slayer Volume 2, just so it could cut the cost for the shipping. And anyways, like this manga is basically featuring of how like demons want to basically remove all humans from existence, but there's this one demigod who said like, hey, how about if we just, you know, held a tournament, like instead of just making them extinct in one go, just give some fun, you know. So that's what they decided to do. They decided to hold a tournament between 13 humans, which are based on myths basically, and versus 13 gods. And the gods, they're not fully like basically religion gods. I mean, there are some, if I'm not mistaken, but there are also some from myths, beliefs, and basically every type of god, you know. So it's quite fun. It's surprising also how the humans kept up, but I'm not gonna talk too much about that. I'm afraid I'll spoil anything, because I know this is available in English and I'm certain of it. If you like tournaments such as Dragon Ball tournaments or the God of High School, the recent upcoming webtoon show, then you'll like this manga because it's kind of similar to that. It's basically just tournament. That's it. And the volume one is quite good, so I'm looking forward to see how volume two goes. But that's later on. Now we have Area D volume 1 till 11, and it's actually not finished. The finished one's until volume 14, but I gave 12, 13, 14 away because the ending just it just doesn't make sense. But it's a really good manga. The art style is similar to Record of Ragnarok, which is why I kind of like it. I actually picked this up first, then I picked up Record of Ragnarok, but it's quite similar. And the feature, I mean, the story is basically of how one day there's this explosion, and suddenly everyone, not everyone, most people got quirks or like superpowers, and there's this one prison named Area D, and basically sent all the superpowered human or the mutant human who got infected by that I don't know, something that blew up into this prison. And basically, so in this Area D prison, there's all superhumans, and they're just fighting for territory and stuff like that, and whoever's strongest and stuff like that. And obviously this guy's the main character, so he's obviously gonna be strongest. But anyways, so in here I got 4 volumes of Ruby, and it's complete for now. There's no 5th volume, so it's only until the 4th volume. Anyways, I have Food Wars Volume 1, 18, 24, 26. And I know it's a weird combination, and that's because this one I bought in the bookstore itself. And I wanted to get volumes 1 till 5, but Corona happened, and apparently when I checked with the bookstore itself through like online chat, they said like it's finished somehow. I don't know how, because when I went there, there's so many Food Wars volume, but apparently it's finished. So I just decided to like keep it as one, I guess. And this one I got it in a garage sale, so it was very cheap. And obviously the numbers are weird because, you know, like it's just garage sale. Like you can't expect to get like a full, like 3 for 5 or something like that. So I just, just bought it because the price was very, very cheap. So like, when can I get that good deal again? Not every day I can see a garage sale which is like selling English mangas, because obviously in Indonesia, like, we sell Indonesian mangas if there's a garage sale. So this was like a very good opportunity. So I decided to take it. And in here, I have volumes 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, 19, and 23 of My Hero Academia. The one before, if you remember, is only volumes 1, 2, and it skipped to 6. It's because 3, 4, 5 are in English. And after that, it stopped in 12 because 13, 14, 15 is in English. And obviously, like before, 16, 17, 18 in Korean, then 19 in English. And I wanted to get volume 20, but again, Corona happened. So I don't know how or why, but the stocks are finished mostly. So I couldn't get volume 20, so I decided to get volume 23 because that's the only one available that's above volume 20. Anyways, here are volumes 4, 5, and 11 of Demon Slayer. I think you guys remembered I got this a couple days ago because of a discount for the all English mangas. Like I said on my Instagram, I don't know if you like came from Instagram or if you're like a new visitor, but basically I wanted to get volumes that are far from the recent release, which is volume 2. So I'm guessing volume 3 will come out maybe December, and volume 4 could come out next year, maybe if we're lucky, February or something like that. So I don't want to get something that's close to the beginning just because I want to buy the Indonesian one. It's cheaper, but there's no other mangas. Like, these three are literally the only Demon Slayer mangas available, and even all this three was like one of the last stock available. So I was lucky enough to get it because I think everyone was just going crazy buying all the mangas they can buy because it's like a discount. But in here, it's not an English manga, but it's Indonesian. It's Fist of the North Star. The reason I put it here is because it's the most expensive Indonesian manga you can get. Even though it's expensive, but I hope that this will be the design for all future mangas for Indonesian in the future, because the design now for Indonesian mangas, it's just not that great. And I've explained it before in my Instagram and highlights. If you want to see it, you can visit my Instagram. It's on my description, or if you come from Instagram, then you probably know already. I don't want to waste too much time talking about it because this video is probably quite long already. And in here, I have a Demon Slayer poster, and it's just the Hashiras, that's it. Anyways, in here, I have volumes 1 up till 18 of My Sweet Kaicho, aka Kaicho wa Maid-sama, or as you might know it, Maid-sama, because I don't know why in Indonesia the title is different. It's My Sweet Kaicho, which is odd. But it's a really good shoujo anime, and it's probably the only shoujo anime or manga that I like. This was very hard to find actually in my country. Like, there's no more prints available, so all of these are like secondhand books. And I was lucky enough to get all 18 because it was very, very hard to find. And yeah, so in here I have Bleach volumes 1 up till 19. And I used to have until volume 50 or 40, but I sell it all off to get other mangas such as My Sweet Kaicho and other stuff like that, because I tried reading it. I tried liking Aizen arc, but I just can't. And again, I don't want to collect anything I don't like, so I sell it off to get other mangas I like. And in here, volume 19 is right in the end of the Soul Society arc. So that's why I have all 1 till 19, because I like that arc. Okay, so right after that, I have 10 volumes of Morty the Patriot. And this is actually like legit like my favorite manga of all time. Like, sadly there's no anime adaptation yet. I think they're gonna have it soon, but maybe not now. And like, just look at the art. Like, that looks really good. And here I forgot to mention, but I got another Ruby poster, and I put up some of my artworks on the wall just because I feel like I should, for once, put something up in this wall, which is really plain. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry if anything I said or try to explain isn't that great. I hope that you still enjoy the video nevertheless, and if you're wanting to know like what manga I'm gonna pick up or what manga I've already picked up like right now, or even like some of the detailed reviews, such as let's say for March the Patriot, if I talk more in depth, or some other manga that you may have never heard of, like Aredi or Shano Yoshizune, then I'll review them on my Instagram, and it's on my description, so feel free to visit it. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.